Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Hi, everybody. Coming in. Let's talk immigration. Hi, everyone. Hello, everybody. Coming in. Let's talk immigration. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Say hello when you come on. Hi, everybody. Okay, let's see. Just making sure we've been on the watch trying to see if we can get any update like, oh yeah, some news about what's going on with the reconciliation bill. So come on in. Happy Friday evening, wherever you are. I know some people have a little pimple right here. Yeah, and it hurts. But anyway, I know some people actually had someone joining the last time from Jamaica. So thank you to all of those who jumped on in support. Hi, good evening, Mrs. Singh. How are you? I hope your evening is going well. Good evening. Hello, Mr. Jean. How are you doing? Good. Thank you all for coming in. Come on in. And if you have questions, put them in the comment section and I'll do the best I can to answer your questions if we have time for that. But anyway, come on in, everyone. This is Attorney Ebisola Olay Samuel, immigration lawyer. I am based in Alabama, but I represent immigration clients in all 50 states, as well as take on consular processing cases from time to time. So if you have loved ones who are waiting for immigrant visas, or you want to go through that process, or you want help going through that process, or you want to invite someone to come visit United States and you want to put together a visitor visa package for them, we can help you with that. If you need to contact my office, number, email, contact information scrolling across the screen, as you can see right there. Right there. So what number is 334-341-4475. You can also visit our website at olaylawfirm.com. So what's going on in your world? I couldn't come live yesterday. I was in court. I do criminal defense and family law, so I was in court for trial yesterday. And yeah, it was it was something. My client says, he says, to be honest with you, Ms. Olay, I've heard about you, but because I've always dealt with you and you're always smiling and everything is fine. So I was a bit worried, like, is she really going to fight for me and really get me, visitation rights of my kids and all that? And he goes, well, so you doubted you doubted me. He goes, no. It's just like you just appear to be so nice. But then as soon as the trial started and you were cross-examining the mother of my child, I just sat back and I'm like, yeah, I did good. He goes, so you're two different people. Don't be fooled by the smile. So anyway, here I am today. I wanted to come on. Hello, Mr. Adebayo. Thank you so much. You always show up and I appreciate it all the time. So I wanted to come on real quick this evening before I do home stuff and all that. Talk briefly about what is going on. What is one question I kept getting with this whole immigration reform is who are going to be included, what category of people will be included in the immigration reform should it pass, especially when it comes to essential workers. Who are those who will be classified as essential workers? Now, you're passing through Alabama. Oh, wow. Yes. We're waiting on Senator McDonough. That's what we're waiting on. And everybody needs to pray. We all need to pray. And I'll tell you why that's important, why this is important for us. Let me put on the topic for today. let's see. Basically, who are essential workers, but I'll touch base on everything else. So yes, that is what we're all waiting on. We're very hopeful, just looking forward to getting some good news. So as we all know, unless you've been living under a rock, we're all looking forward to this immigration reform coming to fruition with this administration. Right now, it's where it stands is that Democrats have the Judiciary Committee has passed the legislation, meaning the language in that proposed bill as is, no amendments, no markups. Everything has been done. We're at the stage where they're waiting on the Senate parliamentarian to decide if that immigration reform bill will be part of the reconciliation budget bill. The argument Democrats have made is that it is going to have an economic impact for the United States economy at large. So it's not necessarily just giving legal status to undocumented immigrants, but the bigger picture is, or the argument is that it will be a fiscal impact on the U.S. economy. So one of the things that will be one of the things that's included in that bill is the fact that for everybody that will be eligible will be required to pay a fine. The minimum amount of fine is $1,500, $1,005. So imagine, let's assume, let me see if I have a calculator here, right? Let's assume that everybody, and there's some categories that will pay $2,500. So let's assume that everyone is paying $1,500, right? And we have at least 10 million. We have at least 10 million undocumented immigrants. So we're looking at, do that well. Let's see, 1,500 times, how many zeros? So that is, we're looking at, I think it's about $15 billion. That is just in fines. Then there's going to be filing fees, right? There are going to be people when they start working, and now they can report their income. So really, the argument can be made that it is really going to be beneficial to the U.S. economy, right? And another thing that has been thrown around is when people are able to apply for citizenship, apply for green card, they'll be able to apply for citizenship. Subsequently, they'll be able to vote. It helps because people will be divided as far as they would choose what party they belong to. Democrats are really hoping that because this is a Democratic push, it will benefit the Democratic Party. So, who are going to be? So that's where we are. If Senator Elizabeth McDonough, who decides or agrees with the Democrats and includes that in the reconciliation bill, this is the difference it's going to make. In order for a bill to be passed on the Senate floor, it must have 60 votes to pass. That means that Democrats must have at least 60, meaning at least 10 Republicans to join them in passing this vote. If not, they stand the risk of having a filibuster, which will prolong this whole thing. If it is part of the reconciliation bill, they would only need a simple majority, meaning they would only need 51 votes on the Senate floor. Right now, if all Democrats vote, we have 50 Democrats, right? The person who's going to break that tie is Madam Vice President Harris. Obviously, she's going to vote with Democrats. That will give them the 51 votes. That will be all that will be needed should it be included in the reconciliation bill. That's why it's a big deal. That's why it is the biggest deal right now. And we already know the House of Reps is going to pass it. So once it becomes part of the reconciliation bill, it's almost like, okay, being cautious about being victorious. But that would be a huge victory, right? That's why it's a big deal right now. So who are going to be those who will benefit from it? Right now, they claim the phrase being used is qualified immigrants. who is going to be qualified immigrants. Three categories of people that we know for sure for now. Dreamers, TPS holders, essential workers. Dreamers it's not just the DACA people, it's going to be extensive. DACA is right now is very restrictive, right? Dreamers is going to include the DACA program, but it's going to be very streamlined. It would be basically, if you came into the country while you were under the age of 18, you are physically present in the United States on or before January 1st, 2021, you pay a fine, you can pass background checks, and you're enrolled fully in school or you're working. That's basically going to be what the dreamers, those who will qualify as dreamers. Very, very good. Very it is inclusive and it's going to get rid of just that restrictive DACA program. So that is awesome. As long as you're someone who came in when you were under the age of 18, you're here, you pay a fine, you're in school, you're working, you'll be fine. CPS holders. So there's some countries that have had this designation for TPS, temporary protective status, because of issues in those countries. Haiti is one, Liberia is one. So those who are currently TPS holders from those countries will qualify for this, to apply for adjustment of status. And that's another thing. When this whole proposal started back in January, Democrats were proposing a lawful prospective status, and then you apply for green card and then citizenship. This particular legislation that has been passed by the Judiciary Committee is doing away with lawful prospective status. It's going to be straight application for lawful legal permanent residency status. So you will be applying for the green card rather than the temporary status, which really is a big deal. So, and for TPS holders, as long as you've been physically present for at least 3 years, I believe is what it is. Don't quote me on that because I'm just going by what it's but I've read every single word of that legislation. Yeah, I know. I love this. So then we have essential workers. Who are those? And that's what I want to focus on this evening. Who are those that will be classified under the essential workers category? Now, there was a memo, and I want to see if let me see if I can put this up so you can show you guys what I'm looking at, right? Okay, let's see. I'm going to try it because I'm not that tech savvy, but we'll try it and see. So let me see if I can share my screen. Let's see. Share screen. Okay, right here. Okay. And let me know if you can see what I'm showing you. I would really appreciate that if you guys will let me know in the comment section that you can see what I'm showing you. Okay. So, all right. You should be able to see it, right? Can you see it? Yes, no? Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Jean. Good evening. Can you see what I'm sharing on my screen? Somebody comment and let me know you can. Perfect. Okay. So who are going to be included in essential workers? This is a memo that was put out by the Democrats, as it's going to be a guideline, for lack of a better word, right? It is, they term it essential critical infrastructure workers. So if you are part of what makes up the infrastructure, a component of the United States, then you will be included in this essential workers definition. We have communications, people in the communications field. First of all, you can see we have healthcare and public health. So those who work in the hospitals, in health agencies, caregivers, all those will be part of essential workers, potentially part of essential workers. Transportation systems right here, bus drivers, truck drivers, you name it. Transportation system, those who work in the transportation system. Information technology, IT department. If you work in the IT industry, you will be qualified and you'll be classified as part of the essential workers. We have chemical, we have critical manufacturing, commercial facilities. So if you work in places where distribution centers, for instance. You work in Amazon distribution, companies or industries like that will fall on the commercial facilities and will be classified as essential workers. People who work with dams or water industry, food and agriculture. Obviously, see, I don't play with my food. So you better make sure that people who work in the food and agriculture industry are part of essential workers. Don't play with my food. I need my food. I don't care what's going on in the whole world. I need to eat. Right? Defense industrial base. We have emergency services, obviously, ambulance services, 911 dispatchers will be part of essential workers. People who work in government facilities, energy, financial industry. Those are, so right now, these are what makes up essential workers category. So, let me see. Did I lose it here? I hope I did not. Okay. But I think we lost it a little bit, but so those will be right now. That is the guideline that is out and put in place so that you can have an idea of what industry you're working in and if you will be included in that definition of essential workers. Now, it's still possible because that is the proposed legislation. It is still possible that there will be amendments. We do not know. So it's not a final draft. It's not a final version of it. Obviously, if it makes it into the reconciliation bill, there will be a final version at that point. And then, they would have to vote on that. But I can tell you this, if it makes it into reconciliation bill, I'm telling you, I would have a party because that means a lot of people will be able to finally be able to come out of, start working under the table, be able to get Social Security cards, be able to get work permits, apply for travel, advance parole to travel to see your family members. I have clients who haven't seen their kids in years, but they're the ones taking care of them back home, but they don't have Social Security numbers to work, or they have cases that are still pending, So all that, to know that there's going to be something that is something in the works that's potentially going to help, it's just a big deal. And for us who do this work, it's a blessing to be part of. This is something that is a passion for me, and be able to change people's lives is just something that is beyond explanation, really. So be rest assured that when I have any new information, I'll put it on my Facebook page and put it on YouTube as well, so that you guys will be in the know. We're all waiting, we're all watching, and we're all hopeful. Yeah. Oh, it was too tiny. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I like I said, I'm not tech savvy. I know the legal stuff. I don't do tech. That's why IT people are going to be essential workers. See now? Yes. Okay. Let's see. I would want to believe that, well, when you say car dealership, is it the plant? I'm sure Land Rover has a plant here, but for instance, if you work at the Mercedes plant or the Nissan plant, commercial facilities, those will be, because you have to make the cars. But whether as the end retailer, as far as a dealership, I do not know. I can't tell you yes or no. I think that we'll have to wait to see if that would fit into any of those categories that has been outlined. But anyway, that's what I wanted to come in this evening real quick to talk about. Yeah. So if you need my help, but at the end of the day, if you qualify for something while we speak, it doesn't mean you should, because it's still going to be a process. If it makes I won't say if, when it makes the reconciliation bill, it's got to go through the vote. They have to go on the Senate floor. The House of Rep has to vote. how joint bill passed, presented to the president for signature, and then we'll have an effective date. So we don't know how long that's going to take. It's still going to be some steps that need to be accomplished. So until then, if you qualify for something, that just go ahead and file whatever it is that you qualify for, while we're all anticipating and hopeful that that's going to come to fruition one of these days. So anyway, if you guys need my help for that, in the sense that if you have something that you're eligible for, you want to go ahead and start that. That is, let me see, let me put it back up. Contact information, you can go on the website, or number is 334-341-4475. I already said the fastest way for me, if you want to get in touch with me, is to send a text. My office phone is an internet phone, so I have an app for that, and it comes directly to my cell phone. So if you send a text, I'm most likely 75% of the time I'm the one responding to that text. So, but if it doesn't, I usually respond, I will put my name. If it doesn't have my name, it's probably someone on my staff. So, but I see every single text, so I know that, and I can see who's responding to it. So that's the fastest way for you to get a response. And if you call our office during the time we're out or we're working, because we shut down, we don't shut down the phone, but we have a system where you have to leave your name at the prompt, and you have to say who you're calling for. If you do not, you'll be routed to voicemail. But even if you're routed to the voicemail, every single evening, all voice messages are returned. So if you call and it goes to voicemail, please don't hang up. Please leave a message so we can call you back. Thanks to all those who jumped on. I appreciate you guys. And until next time, and if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. And I can see some people are actually watching on YouTube. It's Olale Law Firm. And if you haven't liked our Facebook page, please do so. I'm also on TikTok. Most of my videos on TikTok are in Yoruba language. So if you're Nigerian, Yoruba, or you understand Yoruba language, you would. I don't think I'm funny, but I'm myself. But you would see a whole lot of those videos there. Hopefully you have a great weekend too, and follow us on Instagram as well. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.